Hi, my name is Casey, and I play Nawal in Scorched.
Hi, my name's Kara, and I play Janine in Scorched.
Scorched is about civil war and the effects it has on family. The play starts with the death of the mother of the two main characters, Janine and Simon. She has died, and her will is being read, and through the will, the children find out that there is a father still alive and a brother that they didn't know existed. So they go on a personal journey to find these people, and through that journey they learn more about their mother's past, and we see that through flashbacks of their mother's story.
It's a very unique story, and yet it's not unique. I mean, it happens all over the world. It's happening all the time. This playwright is a Canadian playwright, and I feel like this story is the story of many Canadian immigrants, and it's something that is so unique because these two children go through their lives not knowing anything about their mother's incredible past. And as they start searching and discovering, they realize that she has this incredibly, this amazing, sad, incredible past, and it's all set in a war-torn country, and the amazing things that she's accomplished, and we live in a society with people coming from all around the world, and coming from places that are war-torn, and coming to Canada and just starting anew, and from the surface level it looks like life is normal, but all those past tragedies are hidden underneath the surface, and I think this is about unearthing them.
Well, we first meet Nawal in the play when she's 14 years old, and she has a child at that time. She's in love and she has a child, which is unacceptable, being 14 years old in a small village, and her mother is basically makes her decide between being outcast or giving the child up. So Nawal gives the child up, and then really the story for her, or her life story, is trying to find her child. That's the whole arc of her story. So you see her growing up and learning and going to school and still searching for her child, and then she goes on a journey through the country, which the playwright actually doesn't say where the story is based. He himself is Lebanese Canadian, and there's one town that's in Lebanon that's actually a town that's called Nabacha, which exists. So from that we assume that it's Lebanon that she is in, and there was a civil war there in the 1970s that lasted all the way through 1990. So that's probably the timeline of the piece. And so anyway, we see her looking for her child through the Civil War, and we see the effects of the Civil War on her. Nawal's an incredible character too, because her grandmother taught her to understand the importance of rising above poverty through learning and through studying and through becoming educated, and so we see her as almost like as a shining beacon of peace through her efforts and through her education. She wants to impart peace on people and get away from hatred, and it's a struggle. It's a real struggle, especially when she's hurting inside from not having her child with her, and yeah, it's a really complex and interesting character. It's a lot of fun, although some might not think it's fun because it's quite tragic in many ways, but it is fun.
Yep, I play Janine, who is a brilliant mathematician. She's getting her PhD at 22. But she's also extremely socially awkward. She's kind of a nerd, and she gets totally, this mystery of her mother's past takes a hold of her, and she drops her PhD and goes on a search to discover her mother's past.
we just finished up a run of the play in Victoria, and the audience reaction was pretty incredible. We had a lot of people over the course of the run come back to us and say that they couldn't stop thinking about the work, they couldn't stop thinking about the story, and that they were even dreaming about it. That's a pretty powerful thing to learn and to face as an actor and as someone bringing a story to an audience. It makes you realize that that's the art that's important, or that people are affected by the work you're doing and the story you're telling. And so for that reason, we decided to bring the play to Vancouver. Partly because it's never been performed in Vancouver before. It had an excellent run out east with the Tarragon Theatre, and it was a Tarragon Theatre production, and their reviews called it haunting, which is not surprising considering we had a lot of people saying they were dreaming about it. So it is haunting. It's one of those pieces that stays with you, and I would almost say that it stains you. It doesn't wash away quickly, and so that's why we wanted to bring it to Vancouver, so that we could share it with the audiences here.
It's an extremely powerful piece of Canadian theatre, and it shouldn't be missed. It's one of the best Canadian plays, I would say, that I have read or experienced.